Alright, at the sauna house thing here. Alright, we're going to zip this thing out here. I've already scoped this part of the line. For whatever reason, that last video file did not save properly. This section of pipe here is looking pretty darn good. That should be plenty, man. Thank you. Right around 100 feet is where we hit the Y connection onto everything else. Yeah, that's the Y right there. Alright, looks like this thing's pretty well drained out at this point in time. Just a tiny trickle moving through it. Camera's upside down right now. I mean, it is here and there in some spots if you haven't figured that out already. Again, like some of the other 3034, you're seeing a little bit of water sticking to the flow line. And it's very similar looking to the stuff we saw coming off the main house line. That spot right there looks like we might have a little bit of water in it. probably looks like it is standing. Out to about that first turn there at 20 feet, you may have some gradation stuff going on here. It's very subtle, and what makes it hard is that, again, like anything else, the pipe's hardly been used. There's dust, there's dirt in it. It's very subtle, but it doesn't take a lot. When you're graded this gently, it takes very little to get some level of water to stick. So these are really hard spots to say with certainty. I mean, I think it's worthwhile coming out here and picking and choosing some of these locations and putting a level on it to see what you're dealing with, because it's so subtle. Ideally, you scope this thing after water's run through it for quite a while. You can still see there's a grainy texture in the water there. That dirt and dust combined with a very gentle sloped line. Those spots almost make me nervous to even put paint down on them for that very reason. So, I mean, by and large, you're graded off here, it looks like fairly well. It's a hard one. But I think I would come out here and put a level on some of these bare spots to see if you've got grade there or not. And if we do this again, I would hook the hose up, make sure that septic is draining so you can run water through it. But run water through all these things for a while. Make sure that any open plumbing is plugged up so dust and dirt isn't getting blown down it, because that has more of an effect on that visual than you would think. If this had steep grade to it, it wouldn't have any effect on it. This is so subtle, though, that it can.